Just in the past few weeks, we've seen his 235th judge confirmed. So now he's surpassed President Trump's record in terms of that. We're going to have averaged out to 3% GDP growth. It's pretty hot. The stock market is so hot that soon to be President Trump round two wants to take credit for it.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
As we inch ever closer to a second Trump term, which if last week's Republican chaos was anything to go by, it will be, well, just as batshit as the first time around. But who doesn't like to relive a nightmare twice?
Wait, I'm fine! Totally fine!
Well, in the midst of all of that, during a Fox News segment on the economy, resident voice of sanity Jessica Tarlov made sure to correct the record on the promises kept by President Biden and remind her MAGA-loving co-hosts of the economic gift that Biden's about to hand over to Donald Trump for him to take credit for swiftly. I mean, the man literally was just on Wall Street celebrating the economic surge under Biden as if it was his own.
Just in the past few weeks, we've seen his 235th judge confirmed. So now he's surpassed President Trump's record in terms of that. We're going to have averaged out to 3% GDP growth. It's pretty hot. The stock market is so hot that soon to be President Trump round two wants to take credit for it.
The incoming leader of the free world is going to ring the bell here in about 20 seconds, an historic moment at the New York Stock Exchange as we get this opening bell rung by the president-elect, Donald Trump.
Holiday sales up 3.8%. I mean, there are indicators of a very strong and healthy economy and of a lot of success for President Biden. And I think that in a couple of years, once he is out of the spotlight from all of this and people have not forgotten necessarily that Kamala Harris lost, but have moved on from a lot of the material that was in that Wall Street Journal piece, which was certainly explosive, that they will look differently upon him.
But Joe, I don't think you could make the argument that the holiday spending is up and the economy is doing well because Trump won a month ago.
Like, guys, that's not, you didn't get magic money because
people are feeling like they're safe now, that they have someone coming in who's going to give them more opportunity.
But anyway, this reminder comes as a MAGA civil war unfolds. Supporters of President-elect Donald Trump clashed online over a visa program intended to bring skilled workers to the US, showing even more cracks in the incoming administration.
I should start by saying Elon Musk is right about the nature of the problem, that there is a problem with high-tech skills in the United States. His solution is to immigrate more of these people, and that has got him on the outs with a lot of people on the right in Trump's coalition who say Trump he ran on this idea of cracking down on immigration and also building up American workers, not foreign workers.
Right, and I think that this issue, like so many that I expect we're going to see in the next few years, really illustrates the gap between these two blocks in the Trump coalition. I would put tech bros and Wall Streeters in one corner and the MAGA folks in the other corner, and there is going to be this juxtaposition. Now, I think that you can actually have it both ways. I mean, there is a way to crack down on illegal immigration, secure the border, those things a lot of people are for, and also make it easier for high-skilled immigrants to get into this country. Because the fact of the matter is, and I think folks on both sides would say, there are a lot of labor shortages that are actually the biggest problem to growth, productivity, and really the future of the country. And that is going to require more immigration. It's always been America's benefit, value add, particularly compared to Europe or a lot of other places in the country. It's why we have had historically higher growth.
Yeah.
This was after Vivek Ramaswamy, tapped by Trump to slash government spending, claimed that American culture is to blame for US firms deciding to hire skilled foreign workers, which is typically done via the H-1B temporary worker visa. And this was, of course, met with backlash from the most staunch Trump supporters who strongly oppose any immigration of any sort.
So as you may remember, Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk were both in charge of this Department of Governmental Efficiency. The other day, they said stuff to the effect of supporting H-1B visas, which are often used to bring in like skilled labor from, say, India to work in, say, the tech industry. And a lot of people were like, no, 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 immigrant bad, brown person bad.
And the right on far-right violence continued as Steve Bannon decided to attack Elon Musk for being a petulant child and throwing a fit over this matter. Before saying on his War Room podcast, Republican claims of support of the H-1B program are, quote, a total scam. This was after Elon Musk backed up Ramaswamy's claims, and while we're all likely to be collateral to whatever emerges from this dumpster fire, it is entertaining to witness those who helped elect Trump come to realize just how racist many of his supporters can be.
In his clash with the far right over immigration, Elon Musk is now going after the hardliners, the very heart of the MAGA base, labeling them just a few hours ago as, quote, contemptible fools who must be removed from the Republican Party root and stem. Musk now finds himself pitted against the likes of Steve Bannon, however, Trump's former White House aide, who came out against Musk's push for H-1B visas, which allow highly skilled foreign workers into the U.S. and has long been the lifeblood of Silicon Valley.
H-1B visas, that's not what it's about. It's about taking American jobs and bringing over essentially what become indentured servants at lower wages. This thing's a scam by the oligarchs in Silicon Valley to basically take jobs from American citizens, give them to what become indentured servants from foreign countries, and then pay them less. Simple. To let them into through the golden door.
Now, Bannon's comments align him with people like the far-right activist Laura Loomer, who has been bashing Musk for days now on this and is even accusing him of censoring her on his own platform. She is the anti-immigrant Trump ally who is now claiming that her blue checkmark was removed, her subscriptions were deactivated, her character limits for tweets and posts on X were limited for what she says is, quote, raising concerns and speaking the truth about the technocratic takeover of our country and the White House. Now, that was after she posted racist messages like this, saying our country was built by white Europeans, actually, not third world invaders from India. More on what she is saying about why she lost those privileges on X in a moment with Donny O'Sullivan. But all of this began after Trump named Shriram Krishnan, a tech entrepreneur and investor who was born in India, as his senior policy advisor on artificial intelligence. He's not an immigration advisor for Trump, but this started this entire backlash. And it's culminated today with Elon Musk not backing off of his stance, despite the backlash that he is facing from the MAGA right. Instead, he's writing tonight, anyone of any race, creed, or nationality who came to America and worked like hell to contribute to this country will forever have my respect.
And this is why moments like this from Jessica Tarlov are a breath of fresh air to remind everyone, just as we embark on Trump Chaos 2.0, that, times were a lot calmer before, and yet we decided to vote for more chaos. I guess it doesn't really help, but it's worth watching.
There were more level-headed and reasonable responses like this one, and posts like this looking at Census Bureau data. But also responses like, no matter how you slice it, both Musk and Ramaswamy are saying native-born Americans just aren't good enough. That's a lie and deeply inappropriate thing for any government official to say. But the takeaway from most was basically, turns out the waste that Doge wanted to cut from America was Americans.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.